If you have a green card or you're planning to get one, you need to pay attention right now. There are 5 new hidden risks that could strip away your status or block your path to citizenship in the future. Stay with me because the last one is the one nobody talks about, and sadly, it's the most dangerous. Hello, everyone. I'm Erick Widman, an attorney at Passage Immigration Law. So let's start with something that might seem minor: driving violations. I'm talking about everything, though, from DUIs to multiple speeding tickets. And right now, this area is becoming a legal minefield for green card holders. A DUI is the biggest red flag. Many people think it was years ago or it was just a misdemeanor. But under current policy interpretations, even a single DUI in some situations can make a green card holder inadmissible if they leave the US and try to return. We have heard of cases where longtime residents with a DUI from maybe 20 years ago were detained at the airport, put into ICE custody, and had their re-entry questioned for weeks. It's a brutal shock to the system. So why the change? Immigration law relies heavily on the concept of good moral character for naturalization. A DUI throws a shadow over that. 2 DUIs, that can trigger some serious problems, possibly preventing you from applying for citizenship or delaying it for years. Now, it doesn't stop at DUIs. Speeding tickets are now being scrutinized too. 3 or more tickets, especially unpaid or ignored, can show a pattern of disregarding US law. USCIS doesn't see a few fines. They see someone who, in their mind, refuses to follow the rules of the road. That can trigger secondary inspection at the border or raise red flags during your citizenship interview. If you're concerned about how your driving record could affect your green card or citizenship, give us a call or visit passage.law to schedule a consultation. We'll walk you through exactly how USCIS views your record. In the meantime, make sure to handle any outstanding tickets and fines, keeping documentation that proves they're all resolved. And if you have a DUI, don't travel internationally before consulting an immigration attorney who understands criminal waivers. Be ready to explain your past actions as mistakes you've learned from, not a pattern of bad behavior. Now, while driving violations can impact your ability to travel and qualify for citizenship, extended time abroad is another area where green card holders are facing new risks. Spending more than 6 months outside the US puts you under even closer scrutiny from Customs and Border Protection, or CBP. Officers are looking for signs that you may have abandoned your US residency. Even if you have a re-entry permit, you can't just breeze through. Officers will ask detailed questions about your life in the US. Where do you bank? Where do you see your doctors? Where do you spend most of your time, for example? If your answers suggest your life is really overseas, they could accuse you of misrepresentation or even fraud, leading to secondary inspection or even removal proceedings. If you need to be abroad for a long period, more than 6 months, always have a valid re-entry permit and document a clear temporary reason for your absence. Even planned extended trips can count against you when you apply for naturalization. So plan your time abroad carefully. These details about travel and abandonment are complex. To make sure you avoid problems at the border, I've prepared a free international travel checklist. It breaks down the key evidence CBP looks for. Click the link in the description to download it. Now, taxes are another critical factor. They directly impact your good moral character assessment, which is central to naturalization. Some people think the IRS and USCIS are separate worlds completely. They're not. They're now actually sharing data. Are you filing on time? Paying what you owe? Ignoring IRS notices? That all sends a signal. You're not meeting your obligations as a resident. And USCIS notices. They notice when you travel. They notice during your citizenship interview. They want to see that you're responsible. If you have old tax debt, call the IRS and set up a payment plan. Keep proof in writing. Showing good faith and responsibility can make a real difference in your citizenship application. Another risk many green card holders don't anticipate is social media and public sentiments. It doesn't matter if a controversial post is from 2018 or if you were venting at a protest. CBP officers and USCIS examiners can review public profiles during travel, advocacy for certain groups, or posts that show disregard for US laws. All these can trigger extra scrutiny or requests for evidence. If you plan to travel internationally or apply for citizenship soon, take a serious look at your public online footprint. Your right to free speech is protected, but your green card status depends on how the government views your behavior, unfortunately. Finally, old criminal records are being being re-examined. Federal agencies can access these records, and they can still count as grounds for inadmissibility. This applies to older drug offenses, theft charges, and more. Never tell USCIS you've had no criminal history if there's been any interaction with law enforcement, even if the case was dismissed or expunged. Always consult both an immigration attorney and a criminal defense attorney before applying for citizenship. Willfully misrepresenting your record can be a permanent bar. Here's my final word. Your green card is conditional on your responsible behavior. Don't gamble your future on outdated bad advice. If you have any of these 5 issues, prior DUI, expunged record, major tax debt, schedule a confidential consultation with us today at passage.law or give us a call at 503-427-8243. If you know someone who might be affected by these new risks, please share this video because information is power. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future updates. Knowing how the system works is key to succeeding in it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video.